So I just want to make this little rant video, try to keep it as PG-13 as possible. And the reason I want to keep it PG-13 is because I want not just every White Sox fan, but every fan, baseball fan, I don't care what you are, every fan of baseball to share this. And I pray to God Rick Hahn, Kenny Williams, and Jerry Reinsdorf see this. I really do, because I'm not just speaking for myself here. I'm literally going to speak for every White Sox fan of just how sick and tired we are of just the way, I guess you could say, they treat us. And if today, in the past few hours, hearing about Manny didn't show you that Rick, Kenny, and Jerry don't care about us, well, then I don't really know what to tell you, because really they don't care about us fans. Good luck trying to average 10,000 people in that stadium this year. And I know it's hard for you guys to average 15,000, but you're not getting 10,000 this year. I will not be I take that back. I'm still a diehard White Sox fan. I do not support Rick, Kenny, or Jerry anymore by any means. Any means, I really don't. I will be at 2 games. I will be at Eloy's game. I will be at Dylan Cease's game, because those are pieces that I think will be good. Those are the games I will be at. But we'll start it off. Every White Sox fan out there who's talking about, the only way to stick it to Manny is to go get Bryce Harper. Stop. Bryce Harper, I thought from the get-go was a possibility, but that's a pipe bomb now. A pipe dream. It's not happening. Stop. So it's not. Okay? So let's just get that out of the way. Second point. Every White Sox fan out there, and I say White Sox because I thought Manny was coming to the White Sox. I really did. Any White Sox fan out there who says Manny didn't take the better deal, or Manny skipped out on $100 or $50 million, whatever it was. No, he didn't. Manny took the better offer. That's what I would have taken. I would have taken guaranteed money over incentives, okay? It's that simple. It's that simple, and so would you. So don't lie. You would have easily taken the extra $50 million. It's that simple. And you know what? I don't know behind the scenes. I don't have any sources or anything like that. So I'm not out. This is just my opinion on things, okay? I feel the White Sox knew yesterday, hey, this is where Manny's going. Do you guys want a match? White Sox said no. They said, Moncada, you're going to go to third. Yo-Yo goes to third to practice there. That's where we'll probably see him with Rick Renteria's comments. He's probably going to start at third this year. Then Tim Anderson's comments come out that I'm not playing anywhere else besides shortstop. Okay, that kind of sealed it for me. That's how I felt going to sleep last night. That's how I feel. Manny made the right choice. So every White Sox fan out there, stop. Please stop. Manny made the right choice. Don't hate on him. He's an MVP caliber player. Stop, please. Today's show, the White Sox will never get a star, because granted, I do believe they had a seat at the table. If they didn't have a seat at the table with Manny, they wouldn't be in the situation. We wouldn't be hearing from Passan, Hector Gomez, Rosenthal, Heyman, or anything like that the White Sox were a true, real possibility. We wouldn't be hearing any of that. They had a seat at the table, but I think today showed that the White Sox just, when they get a seat at the table, they like to play games with the agents and the player. And that shows why the White Sox can never get a star on the south side of Chicago, because they like to play games with people. Manny Machado, I truly believe, especially more because of his comments this past in the offseason, was the least desirable free agent over the next 3 years. Premium free agent, I should say. Premium free agent. Doesn't mean he's not the best. I thought Manny Machado this year was the best free agent available. Yes, I think he's a better player than Bryce Harper. Bryce Harper, I think, is a great player. He's just more marketable. He will get more money, blah, 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 blah. That being said, I believe the White Sox will never get a star via free agency. Draft, they can do it. It's possible. They've drafted a little bit better the past 2 years, maybe 3 years. They drafted a tad bit better. Trade, possibly. They got Eloy, they got Cease, they got Kopech, they got Moncada, which is going to lead me to another point later on. They got me to all that. Okay, they got us that. We got to give Rick Hahn credit for that. Rick said he had a goal. He was going to get young, premium. I don't know how you can say a prospect is premium talent, but hey, he got his premium talent. So we'll get that out of the way. My next thing, which is the most irritating thing, Yonder Alonso and John Jay, they are going to get booed to hell this year. Not by me. I'm not going to boo them because one's related and one is best friends with Manny. That's not their fault that their boss couldn't do their job. Okay? That's not their fault. So don't get mad at Yonder and John Jay. They have a job to come in here and produce on the field, not off the field. They have one job for the Chicago White Sox. It's not to go out there and tell Manny, hey, come to the White Sox for $50 million less. That's not the way it works, because if you ask Yonder and John what they would do, guess what? They'd go where the more money is. That simple. Okay? Injuries. You know what irritates me? And we talk about this rebuild that, oh, but we got this player here and this player here. Guys, listen, I know we all get into the hype. I feed into the hype a lot, but they're prospects. We don't know what's going to happen. We really don't. Dylan Cease has thrown his arm out before. Granted, he's looking phenomenal, and I have high hopes for Dylan Cease. You look at Michael Kopech. I don't think Kopech can be an ace, but I think he can be a really good two. I really do. Just blew his arm out. Kid can't stay healthy. I don't know what the problem is, but Eloy just can't seem to stay healthy. I don't know what it is. He's always getting hurt. Robert, however the hell it's pronounced, he gets hurt. I don't know. And then Basabi today broke a bone, I think, in his right hand. Like, what is going on in Glendale? What is going on in Chicago? What is going on in Kannapolis, Birmingham, Charlotte, that these players are getting hurt? What is going on? And it's all these young players. I don't get it. I understand injuries happen. I understand it's part of the game. I understand it. But I just want to know what's going on. Another big thing, and I'll actually get to that one later. And I wrote all these down because I couldn't remember them because I was that pissed off at work. We talk about the future. What is, and I'm going to get scolded for this if people see this, but what is so good about the White Sox future? I want to know. I really want to know what is so good about the White Sox future. Because we get all this premium talent and prospects, and you know what? It's too early to call players bust. It really is. And it wouldn't be fair to the players. But Moncada, I love Moncada. I do think over time, Yo-Yo is going to get very good. I really do. But he would have, I don't even know the word. He would have done better with protection like Machado in the lineup. It's that simple. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. He would do so much better with somebody like him in the lineup. It's that simple. He would get better off of a player like that. You have all these prospects. Not all of them are going to pan out. They're not. It's that simple. You can have Eloy, who I think is going to be really good. I really do. Eloy can be the biggest bust baseball has ever seen. It's possible. He could. He could be the biggest star. But he could be the biggest bust, and then you can have, I don't even know. I'm trying to think of a player in the Sox farm. You can have whatever, so-and-so, blah, blah, whatever his name is, who's in single A right now, that can be the biggest star in baseball. Baseball is a weird sport. Things happen. I'm not sold on the White Sox future yet. I'm sorry. People are going to hate me for it, but that's how I honestly feel. Again, about the whole never getting a star here thing, and this is kind of going to correlate. This past offseason, I believe it was, White Sox Dave, and I hope he sees this video. He may not agree with some things, but I hope he sees this video. He had an interview or whatever it was. He asked Rick Hahn, will money be a problem this year? Rick Hahn told him to his face, finances will not be a problem in acquiring players. Rick, you lied to us. Not just me, but you lied to every White Sox fan, not in Chicago, but around the country. I know there's not many of them, but you lied to us, Rick. And you said money would not be a problem. Would not be a problem, Rick. And the first opportunity you get after saying that, money was a problem, Rick. And you insulted White Sox fans' intelligence. For that, I don't like that you literally insulted every White Sox fan intelligence. And that's not cool, dude. That is not cool at all. Okay? What are you going to do in 5 years when the question's brought up about Eloy? Are you going to try in 2 years to get him to a 7 year, $70 million deal and then rant and rave that it's the biggest deal given out in White Sox history? Eloy ain't taking $70 million because you can go to the north side, and if I'm not mistaken, David Kaplan reported it this past season that Chris Bryant declined $200 million. Eloy Jimenez is going to be a star most likely. He ain't agreeing to $70 million. It's that simple. Not happening, okay? And now we get to, this will take 2 more minutes. we get to the part that annoys me the most. And I'm going to go back all the way to 2005. And I'm just going to be honest with you here. 2005 was a lucky year, let's be honest. It really was. Do I think the White Sox were the best team in baseball that year? I do. I really do. That was a good ball club. That was. It meshed well. They played well together. They loved each other. They played for one another. We had a great manager. Everything just worked. Everything. It doesn't matter what it was. Everything worked. Now, you look at 2005, we beat the Astros, we swept them. And you get people, oh, if you would have played the Cardinals. I truly think we would have beat the Cardinals anyway. I think if we would have lost the game against the Angels in the ALCS to go down, I think it was 0-2. I think we would have beat them in 7 still. I think the team was that good. I really do. But the White Sox got lucky. It's that simple. They did. I'm not going to explain because I don't want to sit here all day and be more pissed than I am, but they got lucky. We're going to start with Kenny Williams. Kenny, why do you have a job still? What are you doing? This goes to show how loyal Jerry Reinsdorf is. Why do you have a job, Kenny? What are you doing? And then you get on TV today, or you get in front of the media and you say, I thought we had the more superior offer. I thought this, I thought that. Now, I've never been an agent. I don't plan on ever being an agent, but I understand an agent's job, at least in this situation, was to get Manny as much money as possible. Kenny, they came to you, and I guarantee you they asked you, do you want a match or do you want to beat it? Granted, going into bidding wars don't usually make the most sense, but I guarantee they asked you, Kenny, why do you have a job? Leave. Please do every White Sox fan a favor and please leave. Please go. You're trash. You have done nothing since 2005. Nothing. We haven't seen October baseball in 10 years now, and it's going to be 11. It's going to, because it's going to be another 90-loss season on the South Side. It's that simple. That simple. Rick Hahn, I'll believe it. I'm going to leave this plain and simple. You traded Chris Sale, a Hall of Fame pitcher, generational talent, in my opinion, the best pitcher in baseball at the time, still the best pitcher in baseball. People disagree with me, whatever. I don't care. I think he's the best. You can say it's biased. No, I think it's just legit. He's the best. And you got Moncada, Kopech, Basabe, and Victor Diaz. I don't even know what the hell's going on. Victor Diaz. Basabe just broke his bone today. Again, another in his hand. Another injury that nobody knows what's going on in Glendale. Nobody whatsoever knows what's going on. Kopech just blew his arm out. Moncada, and I don't want to hear the excuses. I really don't. Moncada, who I think he will improve. I think he will. Who struggles to bat 235, 240. I think he batted like 237 this year, whatever the hell it was. It was not good. It's good. At least I think. I may be wrong. And if I'm wrong, just put it in the tweets below. Retweet me. Tell me I suck. I don't care. I don't care anymore. But he struck out 210, 220 times. I mean, and I don't want to hear, oh, but Fangraphs said 60 of them were basically outside of the zone. I don't care. What about the other 160 of them? 150, 170 of them? What does that mean? Why are we making excuses for the number one prospect? I don't want to hear it. I really don't. Rick, you did a good job fleecing Theo. I really think you did. You got Eloy, who I think is going to be starting. You got Dylan Cease, who I think can be Cy Young potential. I really do. He's that damn good. But we'll see. They're prospects. I'll end this with Rick Hahn. Rick took over in 2011, 2012, whatever it was. Rick Hahn had a decent ball club. He did. He had not good. He had an average to decent ball club. He really did when Rick took over. Destroyed that, which is fine. I'm not even upset about that. I'm not. I believe it was 2015. Maybe it was around the trade deadline of 2016. Rick Hahn met with the media before the White Sox game in July, I think. Maybe after July, maybe August, maybe September. When? I don't know. But everyone knows it. Every White Sox fan knows it. Rick Hahn made the quote, "We're mired in mediocrity." And we were. We were a mediocre team, if that. That's being nice. Rick, I think what you need to do is you really need to take a long look in the mirror and think if you're mired in mediocrity. Because I'm going to be honest with you, Rick. You've done nothing to improve the major league team. Nothing. Not a single thing have you done to improve this ball club since you took over. Nothing. Not a single thing. And I'm not the only one pissed off about it. Every White Sox fan, especially in the city of Chicago, the 756 of us, we're all pissed off. Trust me, we're not happy. Okay? We're not. You've done nothing to improve this ball club. Nothing at all. And then you get it, and then people make comments, oh, well, we can't get people in the seats. I wonder why. I don't want to go to, fuck it, screw it. I don't want to go to Comiskey Park or the Cell, the Rate, whatever the hell you want to call it, and see a AA ball club. I really don't. I don't, Rick. Okay, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. But don't worry. We'll get to another point about money in a second. Don't worry, because we got my last guy coming up in a second. Rick, you're mediocre, and I'm telling you, I honestly do feel if there's no playoffs by 2020, the end of next season, the end of 2020, I think you need to get on the boat right behind Kenny, and you need to go to the unemployment line, because I think you got to go. That's simple. The next point we'll get to, and this is the one that pisses me off more than absolutely anything, and I mean anything. Good old Jerry Reinsdorf. And before people want to say, oh, he signed Albert Bell in 1997 to like one of the biggest deals of the time. I don't care. I don't. What does 1997 have to do with 2019? What does that have to do with 2019? Absolutely nothing. Literally absolutely nothing. And if I'm not mistaken, and someone correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm okay with being corrected. I really am. Didn't he cut Albert Bell because he didn't want to give him a raise because there was a thing in his contract that said if he did so-and-so, he would be inclined to a raise unless he was cut? If I'm not mistaken, I think I'm right, but I may be wrong. He cut Albert Bell because he didn't want to pay him more. Jerry, you're cheap. It's that simple. I don't want to hear, well, he paid Derrick Rose. He really didn't have a choice. He didn't have a choice. You're going to let Derrick walk and then get Chicago media up your back. Well, he paid Michael Jordan $30 million in 1997 and 1998, and the Chicago Bulls won an NBA championship. Both. Again, good job, Jerry. You did your job. When's the last time you did your job, Jerry? When's the last time you get? And granted, I give a lot of crap to Rick and Kenny for this, and I shouldn't, but I do anyway. When's the last time you gave a check to Rick and Kenny and you said, make a move, go get me a player? Luis Robert doesn't count, sorry. Jose Abreu doesn't count, sorry. Good players, but they don't count. Sorry, Jerry. No, I forgot. But instead, you were more important with trading, what's the guy, Josh Bell, is that his name, with the Warriors? You were more important basically trading him for cash. You were more important for trading players for cash considerations this year from the Bulls. It was more important to you, and I find this funny as hell, to invest money into the stadium to make a Goose Island, or whether they paid for it, whatever, to make a Goose Island section in 106 and 107. It's going to be hard to make money off of that when no one's there to buy beer. Because I ain't going to be there. I sure as hell ain't going to be there at all. I'll be at 2 games. 2. And maybe 1. That's if Cease doesn't get called up. I'll be at 2. You're cheap, Jerry. You need to sell the team. You don't care. You don't. There is White Sox fans that care more about this team than you. And I don't want to hear, oh, I love them, and I would trade the 6 rings from the Bulls for 1 more White Sox World Series. Jerry, you're all about money, and I totally understand it. The sports are a business. Money. I understand it. But when you win, you make more money, Jerry. And you're not winning, and you haven't won in a long time, Jerry. White Sox fans are pissed off. Pissed off more so at you than anyone, Jerry. You're not getting the players here that are going to make this team good. It's that simple. And everyone can have their opinion that Manny wasn't worth the 10 years. Manny wasn't worth the $300 million. I think he was. And people are going to disagree with me, and that's fine. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion. I'm perfectly fine with that. That's an argument for another day. But Jerry, I told Rick Hahn to look in the mirror and see if he's mired in mediocrity. Jerry, I think you need to look in the mirror. And you need to see if you're mired in mediocrity, because what you're doing is not a plus for Chicago baseball, at least White Sox baseball, I should say. You have so much money, man, and White Sox fans are dying for a star, dying for one. I swear to God on my kid, If you guys would have pulled in Manny, I would have been on the phone getting season tickets. I'm not even joking. I'm not even joking. I would have been to 81 games this year, weather committing. I'm not even joking. That's how hyped I was. And then White Sox fans got slapped in the damn face. That's literally what happened to us. We got slapped in the damn face. You know, I'm over it already. I hate to say that I'm upset, but I'm really not, because I thought he was coming here, but I had that sense in me that no, he's not. And I've been telling people this whole time, the White Sox have always given me reasons to be pessimistic and to be skeptical against things they do, or against possible things. And this is just another reason why. I don't want to hear, we could try for Arenado, we could try for Trout. It's not happening. It's not. I'll tell you that right now. Jerry, do the right thing, sell the team. Give White Sox fans hope. If you're not going to sell them, give us hope. Don't sell us on like Rick Hahn or Kenny said. I was upset, then I walked into the locker room and saw the talent. Stop. Stop. You're lying to us again. You're lying to us again. The best player in that locker room is a 32, 33-year-old first baseman. You're lying to us. Our best pitcher, Rodon, he can't stay healthy. Our prized possession, Moncada, isn't what we thought it would be, at least for now. White Sox are taking me, and I love the White Sox dearly. I love baseball more than any sport there is. Baseball and football. White Sox and Bears, I bleed it. I literally bleed it. You're turning me into just a baseball fan. And I hate to say that, because I love this game. I love this sport. I love everything about the White Sox, but I'm slowly walking away. So do the right thing, guys. Get us a star, please. Get us a star.